right, let me get we need to talk about a specific date that experts are terrified of, 2027. According to chief scientist at Anthropic, that is the year humanity has to make the single most dangerous decision in technological history, whether to let AI start building itself. We are approaching a critical decision window between 2027 and 2030. This is the moment where traditional AI development hits a wall, and the only way to get smarter is recursive self-improvement, letting the AI write its own code and run its own experiments without humans. It's the key to superintelligence, but it's also the exact scenario researchers fear could lead to us losing control forever. Now, I know people who spin up agent swarms that do this. They've got a prompt, they've got some documentation or whatever. And when I say an agent swarm, they'll literally spin up 10, 20, 100 agents that are all working on the code at the same time. One's running tests, one's doing evaluations, they're doing coding, they're doing this, they're doing that. And it's like 1,000 times faster than anything. Some of the experts doing this. So I think it's happening now. They're just not allowed to infinitely go. Say, go build whatever you want forever and anything, go do it. Like, we're not involved anymore, which is a scary point. So do you think this is the 2027 to 2030 time frame where we allow AI to start building itself continuously is the Skynet moment?
Yes, it could be. It could potentially be. So just so that everyone understands, so what this means is it's a fundamental choice about autonomy and control, right? So right now, for those of you that don't know, like AI research, it's nearing a phase where built-in safeguards might be insufficient. And that's because systems might begin to autonomously, train and improve themselves, which that means that it's going to, we're running out of training data. We're running out of all these things. So this is essentially called recursive self-improvement. And so it's not just simply AI learning from data under human supervision, okay? It's AI that iteratively redesigns or enhances its own architecture and capabilities without humans in the loop. That's the crazy part, okay? So this is what Kaplan is saying could lead to an intelligence explosion. And so I think, I don't know if that's the Skynet moment or if the Skynet moment will come shortly after that once it becomes sentient. I don't know. What do you think?
I guess, well, again, some of this is happening now. And I guess it's the uncontrolled, unfettered check, right? That the loss of meaningful oversight and the unintended goal pursuit. Once they turn that on, that we've got some issues, because we know that most of them run out of training data and they're using synthetic data. They have AI create the data for itself to train itself now. It's all that Q-star system from OpenAI and whatnot, where the latest models are all trained on their own data that they've made up. At least that's the messaging to us. So it's getting worse and worse. I think, yeah, I'd say that would be a tipping point. And, we only have to look at the AI drones, the surface to air, the air to air jets that we've seen that are totally unmanned and AI controlled, where they make the microsecond decision in the flight to do whatever they need to do, and humans can't keep up with them. Yeah, let's turn on AI and give them access to all that stuff and not think we're going to hit the Skynet.
Yeah. But the thing is so like we've seen these edge cases where the AI starts blackmailing and starts doing things that are kind of like scary, right? And so the question is, if we put fail safes in place, are they actually going to protect us? Like, or is the AI going to be able to circumvent them? Like the only thing is a hardware on-off switch. But even then, if the AI is in the cloud, then how do we protect ourselves? Like, truly protect ourselves?
Yeah, I don't think we can. I'm not the gurus in this industry. The only way we can is to isolate it from everything, but that's not going to happen.
No.
So once an AI starts improving itself, it'll evolve faster than we can understand, and we wouldn't be able to check its work because it wouldn't be thinking in ways we can even comprehend. And that loss of control, and if an AI sets its own goals to be efficient, it might do things that hurt humans, like using too much energy or destabilizing economies just to win at its task, as an example.
Yeah.
And the alignment problems. Experts like Jared Kaplan are worried that we won't have safety protocols ready in time for this explosion. So,
and we still don't even know how AI actually, how it works, how, like, the intricacies of it. And like, we kind of do, but we don't. And so how do we protect against something we don't even understand?
Yeah, and there's all sorts of theories around it. Some, I like to put on my conspiracy theory hat for a second, John.
Yeah.
And say there's lots of people that says this stuff came from alien technology or this and that. It was found in this. They kind of, trying to backwards engineer stuff they found. Again, that's conspiracy theory stuff because, it is interesting that I have talked to many, many founders, AI founders who raised hundreds of millions of dollars and built AI and sold AI companies. Yeah. And, they say no one really understands. We can make it more consistent. We can give it more information. We can kind of get it to do what we want, but no one really understands why it works.
And that tracks. No, it does, because how do you build something without understanding how it works? Unless you're reverse engineering something.
Is this the Iron Man scenario where they're trying to re-engineer the AI artificial intelligence from the aliens, and it turns into, which movie was that where turns into sentient android that tries to take over the world?
I don't know which one,
but that was the one where they made Vision as well, but they had to fight the other android, which was Dave Spader.
Oh.
Anyway, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but nonetheless, the point being is when you start engineering stuff you don't understand, there's a lot of things that can happen that are beyond your control.
Yeah, for sure there are. Yeah. And especially as we keep allowing it to be more autonomous and trusting it more, we're going to run into problems. We already have. They've already seen the problem as they interact with it, but they're ignoring them and they're still moving forward.
Yeah, and Jack Clark, Anthropic co-founder of AI, said AI is something far more unpredictable than a normal machine. Says, we just have to keep these things in mind. And we already use a light version of this called distillation, where big AI teaches smaller AI to be efficient. The difference is humans still supervise distillation. In recursive self-improvement, the humans would leave the room. So we are moving from an era of humans building tools to tools building tools. And we only have about 3 years to figure out the safety manual. So do you trust AI to write its own software updates, or should we be keeping humans' hand on the wheel? Let me know your comments. This is going to be one of the biggest debates of the decade. What do you got going on, John? This is stuff that's going out in the next week or so.
Yeah, so we've got some events at the Toronto Business Development Center. I'm doing some lunch and learns in person there. It's a great organization, great incubator. And then February, what date is the Startup Drinks, Craig?
I closed that, so I'm not sure. February 19th, I believe.
February 19th, but have a look at startupdrinks.com, startupdrinksto.com for that event and other events. If you need some help with government funding, SHRED, or any other grants, reach out to me on LinkedIn. But if you're interested in AI automation workflows, or you need help with your business, what can they do, Craig?
Well, we've got lots of stuff going on over at flowgrammar.ca, where we help businesses implement AI and business automation so they can scale faster and more reliable, get more leads, grow faster. We also have a growing community over at flowgrammars.ca, where we do Flow Grammar Cafe, we do live build events, we do demo events, we get the community together online and in person several times a month to show and demo and support anybody who's trying to do this, learn automation, end-to-end AI agent building. So check all that out. We have a series of events called Flow Grammar Cafe. The next one's February 6th, March 6th, and April 2nd. We do those right now in partnership with Workhouse, and those are full day drop-in headphones, laptop, and work. And we'll have some experts on site that can help you troubleshoot. And we all kind of do a little walkthrough in the afternoon about what you're working on, and show us what you're working on and stuff. And it's really cool. So check all that out over at flowgrammar.ca and flowgrammars.ca. And coming soon, and you can sign up for this now, flowgramming.space. An AI agent and workflow marketplace where people can buy and sell agents or workflows. So if you're building agents and don't know what to do with them, where to sell them, go over there and check that out. Again, flowgramming.space. Or if you're building workflows, or if you want agents or workflows built, you can go over there and buy them. We had some interesting guarantees, and it's coming soon, so you can get your name on the waiting list right now. That's all we got going on, John. For everything else, go to TorontoStarts.com. I don't even think I mentioned it that whole time. Thanks everyone for watching. All the information about CES, and these interesting things. Any last words, John?
No. Check out our next episode. We're going to be talking about the weird stuff at CES. So,
all right, everyone. Thanks for watching.